is for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.
Embracing Workful program for oneself or on behalf of the parent is Sadaqat that we afford the dua Jannah bi iznillah. Key into Workful program by bequeathing part of your estate, landed properties and other assets for the sake of Allah. Proceeds or rental fee from this asset shall be judiciously utilized by the tested and trusted Z&S Workful Foundation to bring succor to the needy and provision of social amenities and economic empowerment. You can also make a donation of a minimum of 10,000 naira that Z&S Workful Foundation will collate to procure assets that are economically viable. No doubt, Workful is highly rewarding. Contact Z&S Workful Foundation, Suite 12, Tafabalewa Square, Lagos. Call 080-3538-2911. With Workful, your asset will earn you Jannah. Be easy in life. Be a partaker.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Education, they say, helps to reduce inequalities and to reach gender equality. Globally, it empowers people to live healthier and sustain lives, while also crucial to fostering tolerance between people and contribute to more peaceful societies. Without education, people are left with fewer prospects, leading to lifelong poverty. In Nigeria, statistics shows that basic education established the number of out-of-school children aged 6 to 11 years at 10 million, and an estimate of 10.2 million in 2022. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, recently decried the increasing number of out-of-school children in Nigeria, putting the 18.3 million as at 2024. To deliver on SDG Goal 4, education financing must become a national investment priority. Furthermore, measures such as making education free and compulsory, increasing the number of teachers, improving basic school infrastructure, and embracing digital transformation are essential. As part of its ongoing effort to support education, the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation (ZSF) has awarded a total of 5,750,000 naira in financing aid to 23 deserving students of the University of Lagos (UNILAG). This initiative underscores the Foundation's commitment to ensuring that financial constraints do not hinder academic excellence.
Student welfare from the University of Lagos and University of Lagos student.
The scholarship award ceremony, taking place on February 12, 2025 at UNILAG, is particularly significant as it marks Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation's 25th anniversary, a milestone in its dedication to humanitarian service. The event brings together university officials, scholars, and representatives of the foundation, all united in their mission to support students in need.
Possibly, this is the concomitance of all lives and thoughts.
Delivering the welcome address on behalf of the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Folashade Tolulokwe, the Dean of Student Affairs, Professor Musa Adebayo Obalola, praised the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation for its unwavering commitment to education. He emphasizes the university's dedication to ensuring that financially disadvantaged students receive the necessary support to succeed.
It's the way our Creator has created us, and there's a purpose for that. So why we are here today is to ensure that those who we thought are less privileged Because whatever you have been granted, whatever you have been given, you are going to give a strict account. When you are given wealth, that wealth is not meant for you. You are merely somebody that is just taking a possession for a while and for you to distribute to others, a custodian of that wealth. That wealth is not yours. So it's for you and for those who are less privileged. So it is not a disease to be less privileged. So we're here today, okay, to take care of some of our students who are less privileged. And that is going to be done today by Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. And we hope that this is going to go on very smoothly. So on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the management staff, the entire staff of the University of Lagos, and students, I want to welcome all of you. More importantly, the people from Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation that are here today. I think I should have started with that by recognizing them, but that protocol has been well laid, and I'm standing on that established protocol. So I welcome you once again to this event, and I hope it's going to be a memorable one.
In his keynote speech, Prince Sulaiman Olagunju, the executive director of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, reiterated that education is a transformative force in society. He emphasized that the foundation's financial aid is not just charity, but an investment in the future, one that empowers students to contribute meaningfully to society.
It is with great joy and deep sense of responsibility that I am standing before you as we celebrate our 25 years anniversary, as well as making a crucial milestone in our collective efforts to empower the youth through education. Today, we are gathered here to support 23 bright and deserving students of University of Lagos. Education is not just a necessity, it is a fundamental right and a powerful tool for society transformation. Islam places immense value on knowledge, and that is why the first revelation to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Iqra, which means read. This underscores the fact that seeking knowledge is a duty upon every Muslim. At Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, we firmly believe that investing in education is one of the most impactful ways to uplift individuals, families, and the entire communities. Through this initiative, we aim to remove financial barriers that hinder promising students from achieving their full potential. As part of our mission to promote social welfare and economic empowerment, we are committed to ensuring that financial constraints do not deprive talented students of higher education from achieving their dreams. This support is not merely a charity, it is an investment in the future of our society. By providing financial assistance, mentorship, and career guidance, we are equipping these students with necessary tools to become self-reliant, responsible citizens who will contribute meaningfully to national development of our country. I am pleased to announce that Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation has allocated the sum of 5,750,000 naira to support 23 students of the University of Lagos. The financial assistance is a testament to our commitment to ensure that no deserving student is deprived of education due to financial constraints, as earlier said. We trust that this support will ease your academic journey and motivate you to strive for excellency.
Also speaking at the event, Professor Tajuddin Yusuf, a board member of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, and Dr. Adeshomi Mogbademu, Deputy Dean of Student Affairs, encouraged the beneficiaries to remain focused, diligent, and committed to excellence. They urged the students to pay it forward in the future by supporting others in need, just as they have been supported.
Today we celebrate the power of knowledge, the beauty of learning, and the importance of supporting one another in the pursuit of excellence. Education is a gift from Allah, and through it, we can build a brighter future for ourselves, our families, and our society. We are inspired by our elders, teachers, and leaders who continue to guide us on this right path, encouraging us to seek knowledge and use it for the benefit of humanity. To our esteemed students, we appreciate your presence and your contributions to making education accessible to all. Your support gives hope to many young minds, ensuring that financial challenges do not become a barrier to achieving greatness. To the students, the beneficiaries of today's program, we pray that Allah blesses your studies, grants you wisdom, and makes you a source of positive change in the world. Always remember that learning is a lifelong journey, and with sincerity and dedication, you will achieve success.
Apart from giving, the other platform that they can come up with in terms of food. We won't compare the food in Lagos with someone in Zaria, right? What we give to maybe 5 person in Lagos, that same amount, we need to give it to 10 in Zaria. So there's need for them to do more so that we have a good number of students that they can take care of. On our list, we have over maybe close to 1,000 indigent students. So picking 23, 25 will not really be enough. So there's need for them to do more, which that was what I was discussing with the executive director. And he has promised that when next they come, they'll do more.
The highlight of the event is the official presentation of the 5.75 million naira grant to the 23 beneficiaries, many of whom expressed profound gratitude for the support.
I say I should express myself from now till I'm really happy, so I cannot even tell how much I feel is in my heart. I cannot really express how much I feel, but I'm very happy. I'll say a very big thank you to the organization for making me be a part of this great opportunity, and I pray the Almighty Allah will bless them and add more grace to their elbow.
I'm happy, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, because I have a lot of, daily necessities, school, and fees are piling up, and I have to pay them. I'm happy that I was selected for this. I'm so happy. I appreciate them a lot. God bless them for this opportunity, for giving me a hope to for next year. I'm happy. I appreciate them, and may God continue to enrich them and supply their needs and give them more money to help the needy too.
I was very so much happy because at the point I think it was just a fluke. There's some scholarship that will come okay, apply for this, and before you know, they just waive everything. But for this scholarship to come in reality was something very great for me. So and happy that I should continue with this. And I promise that this scholarship being great to me is going to be used where it's supposed to go to, religiously.
I'm in my final year now, so I just want them to assist the other students that are coming that will need this kind of support next session. I just want to say thank you to them. I'm very grateful.
Firstly, I want to appreciate them for organizing this initiative, for giving we the indigent students the opportunity to actually get a lump. I believe that this amount is going to do a lot, and since actually we are in exam period, and some of us are actually like we are working part-time, but with this relief now, we can be able to focus on the exam and do better, I believe. So I would like to appreciate them. Say, Zakumwaka, thank you very much.
First of all, I will thank them, and I thank Allah for being one of the beneficiaries of this. And I thank the organization, and also want to charge them to continue with this. And also, I'll pray for them so that they will have the necessary things so that they can continue next and in subsequent years.
It's exactly like I am, because they are giving to people that need. It's not like we want to be giving, we also want to give back. So this helps take a lot of burden off all of us. It gives us the ability to focus more on school than on the expenses, and gives us the opportunity to do other things. So exactly like I am, may Allah reward them abundantly and continue to replenish their pockets.
I would like to say a big thanks to the institution, to the organizers, Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. May Allah bless them abundantly. They are doing a great job already. And to the institution and our VC for giving them this platform. You know, some organizations might face difficulty reaching out to students because the authorities in charge are not allowing them, or they're having a kind of back and forth. So I would like to say a big thanks to the VC, a big thanks to the DSA, the D1, the D2, a big thanks to all dignitaries available here at this occasion today, and to the organizers of the event. We really can't thank them enough. We really can't thank them enough. They reach out to the people that are in need of what they are giving out. Exactly. So a big thanks to them once again. Jazakumullah khairan.
Speaking to the press, Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation Executive Director, Prince Sulaiman Olagunju, extends appreciation to Zakat donors, emphasizing that their generosity transformed countless lives over the past 25 years.
And that's why we are doing this. These are 25 years of supporting students' initiative like this, as well as other support that we have been given to other sectors like economic empowerment, health challenges. We've been doing great work in that regards. We've equally been attending to the need of orphans, the widow, etc. So today we are here basically to actually support the 23 carefully selected students, courtesy of the Dean of Student Affairs, Professor Adebayo Barola, who has actually worked with his team in Department of Student Welfare to come up with the 23 students, and our team of experts actually interviewed them again and confirmed that all of them deserve to be assisted, and that's why we are here. May I use this opportunity to sincerely appreciate all the Zakat payers, all the Sadaqat donors, as well as other people in one way or the other that have been supporting the foundation. We give it to you all. 25 years of impactful Zakat in a country like our own, you know what it takes. I can tell you billions of naira has gone into this support, and many people have been taking care of their needs. People with health issues, many of them have restored their health back to them with your support. So continue to support us, and we will continue to actually impact on the life of the indigent, the downtrodden, and those who need it most in our community.
University officials and other attendees also commend Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation for its continued commitment to educational support, reinforcing the importance of collaborative effort in fostering academic excellence.
I'm really excited that people can still remember to give back to education, because a lot of people feel that education is not where you should invest. But meanwhile, education is where we should even invest, because if we do not invest in helping the indigent that want to be educated, especially the youths, then what is our future going to be? So I'm really excited that this foundation has invested such a huge amount. It means that they have love for education, and they have love for the community. And I'm just very super excited about it.
Not to key into the vision of the current Vice Chancellor, that she does not want any of University of Lagos students to drop out of school. So it's something that every day we are always look forward to. So for this foundation, that is the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, to come forward and give this huge amount of money is something that actually gladdens my heart, because for the 23 beneficiary, it will go a long way. So it's a very wonderful gesture to humanity. I say thank you.
The event concludes with a renowned commitment from Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation and UNILAG authorities to ensure that no deserving student is left behind in pursuit of their academic dreams due to financial hardship.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah, remembering Allah.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen, Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wa ala alihi wa sahabatihi al-ghurat al-mayamin, wa tabi'ina lahum bi isani ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Distinguished listeners and viewers all over the world, you are welcome back to your program, our program, Path to Paradise. Today, we'll be looking at the history and evolution of Waqf. As mentioned in the previous edition, we've looked at the Sharia basis of Waqf from the Quran and from the Hadith. Today, we want to look at the history and the evolution of Waqf amongst the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If we recall, the first Waqf endowment that the Prophet did sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he left Makkah to Medina was the Masjid al-Quba, that is the mosque he built in Quba. The mosque is still there till today. For every Muslim that visits, Medina, it is always meritorious and rewarding for them to always want to go to Masjid al-Quba. That was the first endowment. Just look at the years. Over 1,443 years ago, the mosque is still standing till today. That was the first Waqf. The second Waqf was the building of the Prophet's mosque in Medina, which is called Masjid al-Nabawi. And we all know, for every Muslim pilgrims that has visited the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, for either Umrah or Hajj, they always loved to visit Medina so that they observe prayers in the Prophet mosque and they also make salutation to the Prophet in the Masjid al-Nabawi. That was the second Waqf. From that time till today, the mosque has been expanded, it has been renovated, and today it is occupying and still undergoing a lot of developments. No thanks to the creativity and the innovative ingenuity of the custodians, of the mosque in Medina. That was the second, Waqf. And after that, several other awqaf took place. I will only just mention few of them. Among the several awqaf that took place was what was being regarded as Biru Roma, that is the Waqf that Uthman bin Affan, the third Khalif of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, did, when he got to Medina. This Waqf had some historical background. Before the Muslims got to Medina, there was a Jew, that lived in Medina, and he had access to this well. In fact, he was the owner of the well, and the well was one of the best wells, that the water was very pleasant and very nourishing. So it was always, Muslims were always at the receiving end of this Jew. Each time they want to fetch water from it, the Jew will make them to pay a exorbitant price before they access water. It was very difficult. So there was a day the Prophet ﷺ now asked, who will bail out the Muslims by buying this well to quench the thirst of the Muslims, and so that Allah can give him a very magnificent reward in the hereafter. Upon hearing this, Uthman bin Affan radiallahu anhu now approached the Jew and asked the Jew that he wants to buy the well. But the Jew refused to sell out the well because he knew the importance of that well. So, but because Uthman himself was a very, very successful businessman, He had business, mind. He now again went back to the Jew with a very big price. The Jew refused. Then later, Uthman went back to the Jew and I said, okay, if you're not going to sell this well to me, why don't you, sell half of it to me and then you own the remaining half? The Jew now asked, how? He said, let me buy this well so that on a particular day, it is my own. I can allow people to take water from it. Then the following day, it is your own. You can do the way you like with it. The Jew thought it was a very good business strategy. He now agreed with Uthman. So what happened was that when Uthman bought the well, he now made it accessible to everybody, whether they were Muslims, whether they were Christians, whether they were Jew. He made it accessible to all of them. So what really happened was that each person on the day the well was assigned to Uthman as Uthman's well, they will all fetch their water and fetch water that will sustain them for the second day. So it got to a point that when it was the turn of the Jew, nobody went to the Jew to buy water. So it's now dawned on the Jew that he was a loser. That people only take water as much as they need and beyond what they need. So on his own day, nobody was coming to him to buy water. He now approached Uthman and I said, Uthman, you remember you said you wanted to buy this well outrightly. I'm now ready to sell it for you. He was ready to sell it because he was a loser. But look at the generosity of Uthman. Uthman then offered him about 20,000 dirham. That was a very huge amount of money. Uthman could have ordinarily take advantage by saying, okay, why don't you sell it for maybe 5,000? But he sold it at a price that the Jew himself would be very happy. Then the Jew accepted. Then Uthman bought the well completely. And they put the well to the service of the people, both Muslims, Jews, and Christians. The Prophet was very happy about it. That Biro Ruma, the well of Uthman, from that time to today is still existing in Medina. In fact, the date palms that were very close by have become part and parcel of the well. They have even expanded. They have bought adjoining, properties within the confine of that wall. The same thing happens with Sa'id bin Abi Waqqas, radiallahu anhu, who also gave out his house in Medina and the house he had in Egypt to his children as soon as waqfu. We also have the case of Hakim bin Hizam, who also did the same thing by giving out his house in both Mecca and Medina to his children. What about the case of Abu Talib, radiallahu anhu, who gave out his land in Yambu as waqfu also? Then we also have the case of Umar bin As, who gave out his house in Mecca to his children also as waqfu. Remember the case of Khalid bin Walid, that great warrior, great fighter, who also gave out his horse and his armory, dedicated it as waqfu fi sabilillah, for the cause of Allah.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.